Sam Sloman set to kick off.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn.
Back. Check. Hey, check 24.
Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Now a dump off here complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On third down, Jackson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4 yards. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Let's go. Yeah. Get the ball. 57. Mike, 57. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
This time Jackson will throw it, escaping the pressure right. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earned that.
Get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 1st and 10, Prescott connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
He was
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott flush to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll make it 3rd down.
But that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
52 is the mic right here.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
47. Crutch.
Prescott to throw on fourth. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot, versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
We've called a lot of gains, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Double tight, double tight.
Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Sam Sloman set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First
Jackson.
Rams.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from you. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
championships, baby.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
24 is the mic. Hey, come on, up. Here we go, 46, 46. 24 is the mic. I don't even know why.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. Do you want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 49, check 49, check 49.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
That certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go. Let's do this. Get on. Ready. Finish it up. Ready. Ready. Finish up. Report. Report. Nice 57. 57's right. Watch the backer. Watch the backer. 57.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
It's 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, Jackson. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown,
Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Sponge! No! Go to 54,
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down, got his hand in and knocked it away.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Prescott to throw it. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. His defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, L.A. J.K. Dobbins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's good to make it 17-7.
Is good. Makes the score Rams 17. Cowboys 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now a pass hauled in downfield. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
On 2nd and a couple, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
That's good.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
1st and 10.
7 yards there and a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Prescott. This to Jarwin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. My 52, my 52.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
We're going to 53. 52. Set the tone, defense.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one is right through. And that will tie things at 17 all. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
21 yards. 1st down, Rams.
57 to Mike.
Jackson on 1st down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Neville Gallimore. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
That was well coached and even better executed, because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
To the sideline and incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 31-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Right back to him on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild. Didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Rams 17.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson rolling to his right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're headed to chains now.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And 5 yards to go.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And Jackson throwing once more. And going deep for Hill. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Complete to Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Matt Prater set to
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen?
A gain of 9.
When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, Elliott.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Now a handoff looking right. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
7.
Check pass, check pass.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Alert. Kill.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Running with Elliott. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Let's go, let's bring it.
And they give this time to the tailback. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Complete to DeAndre
33
Hopkins.
yards that time.
It's
worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Complete to Tyreek
Hill. A 22-yard touchdown ground. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
25, check 25.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Brought down right
now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for two.
Switch. Showing it.
Well, they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead.
Cowboys 31. Matt Prater.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run it.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So that one will be accepted. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down.
Second and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Rams, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles.